today I made it down to my closest hobby shop. It's about an hour away. And I went a little crazy. I spent a couple $100. I didn't really need to, but I took the Land Cruiser in, just mainly to show it off. But they did solder my motor leads on for me. They only charged a few bucks to do that. It's pretty good. I know I could have bought another soldering iron and kept trying, but yeah. I just never been able to solder. So I got that. I did go ahead and pick up another Spectrum 3-channel receiver. I did have my RC4 drive receiver in there for that controller that I had from one of the ready to run kits. I'd rather just keep it all on my DX3S. Yeah, DX3S. Really good controller. It's got the dust on it. It's got the settings, and it's easy to flip back and forth between vehicles, and it's easy to adjust everything. I've got all my other trucks named on it already, and it's been pretty good. So I went ahead and got one more receiver for that. I think that this one can hold memory for up to 10 different RC vehicles. And I did go ahead and get another servo. Now I didn't go all out. This is a Savox SC251. I guess that's what it was. $40, and it has 222 ounce torque. That was the most torque they had for around $40. It was $39.99. So they had some other stuff, but the guy sold me on the Savox. So we'll try. I have a Savox servo in my green Hilux back there, and it's been great. It is a waterproof one. I got it on eBay, I think. Got a pretty good deal on that. But everything else I've got, right now I've got the standard RC4wd drive servo in there, and I've got that in the D110. D110 is really holding up well. I drove it last night, did another video, and even the plastic drive shafts, they're not even scratched. I've scratched the heck out of the axles, but so far the drive shafts are holding up, which was really good. And that's just got the all RC4wd drive electronics, the Outcry old school ESC with the separate BEC. And I did go ahead and buy a wired winch controller, and I was disappointed when I tried to put it on the D110 a minute ago and realized that ESC with the external BEC, it plugs into your auxiliary port on your receiver. So I didn't have a place to plug in the winch controller, because this is a 3-channel, and you have your, where's the 3rd channel? I don't even know if it's proportioned or not. It may not work with that. We'll have to explore that another time, but for right now I'm going to go ahead and get the Cruiser operational. It did rain a little bit earlier, so my yard's a little wet, and we'll have to see what it looks like once we get everything on and running. So stay tuned, we'll get it up here in a second. Alright, let's got the motor in, and was starting to bind the receiver, and my battery went dead, so I had to charge that. In the meantime, I did have one more little purchase that I made. These are the RC4wd drive, what are they? Baja Designs 1/10 Squadron light set. These were just too cool. They were, where's the price? $21 for a pair of these little lights and their little mounting brackets. And I'm going to go ahead and put them on the Cruiser. I don't have any other lights in it yet. I do have a RC4wd drive basic light set for the Mojave body, and I may add that later, but for right now I'm just gonna put those on the front, on the bumper. I'm gonna use the winch mounting holes. I drilled out the little brackets, make the hole a little bigger, and we're just gonna put them up there for now, just to have something. So I'm going to go ahead and finish putting those on while the battery's charging, and then I'll get everything set up. I programmed the ESC, which I've got the paperwork out here trying to figure out how to do. I haven't done that in a very long time. So, yep, hopefully we get to drive this thing before it gets dark. Alright, got everything tidied up. You can see the lights mounted on the bumper. I've run one down each side. They do have separate plugs on them. And I did, luckily, after I left the hobby shop, I went back and got a Y adapter for a servo plug. And this Novak Eiger ESC has an auxiliary plug on it for lighting or winch or just anything else like that. So these run back, and I've got a 6-inch Y adapter back there all wrapped up, and it plugs into the ESC right here, and that gives us our light as soon as we have power on for our front lights here. And they are bolted to the bumper, pretty sturdy. Hoping the wires don't get pinched too bad around the front. Maybe they can go around the edge of the grill. I left a little bit of slack down there. Try to give it room. I've got everything tied up. I did drill some holes in my inner fender on this side and zip tied it to that to keep everything up and away from the spur gear. And you see I've got the ESC pushed back as far as I can this way because the firewall from the interior sits pretty tight that way. My antenna runs around this side. What else did we do? This side we've got our motor and our other light, and everything's just kind of tied back here at the back, trying to keep it all behind the metal inner fenders that I made a couple videos ago. And I've just got to set the trim on the steering, and we should be good to drive. We'll see what this baby can do. Alright, so first run. I didn't get to stay out as long as I'd like. I was getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. Looked down at my hand holding the controller. I had 3 of them on one spot. This thing is awesome. I'm super happy with how everything works. The lights I like. Need to weather them up a little bit. We did get a few scratches down to plastic. This fender over here has got a little bit. And as usual, we roughed up the Yoda 2 axles a little bit. I had to unplug the battery. But overall, this thing handles well. And I like the performance of the mudslingers. It was a little bit muddy today. And they grip really well on the rocks and in the mud. And I've got a mix of rocks out there. I've got slick rocks and like limestone looking rocks, coral looking rocks. So really good performance. I'm happy with it. That Savox servo is super smooth, super strong. That the best servo I've bought yet, and that was only $40 compared to some of their other models, which are near $100. I didn't even have to program the ESC. That I just turned it on, and while I was setting the steering, it worked. Everything worked fine. The throttle control is super smooth. Slight pull of the trigger and it'll barely crawl, and then you can floor it. And it has decent wheel speed. It's a 55 turn motor that came with the ESC. It's Novak. I can't remember the name of it. It's 55 turn. It's not their fancy one. It's not the rebuildable one. But very good performance. Real torquey. It was getting over those rocks real easy, super smooth. And I couldn't be any happier with the performance of this truck today. It's pretty cool to finally see it out in the elements, see it run. Yeah, I'm just really happy. I wish the mosquitoes would go away so I'd get out there and drive. I may have to go buy some tiki torches or something, try to put around my little crawler area. I still have a few more days off work, so hopefully I can do some more work on the course and get back out there and get a couple of the trucks going and make some more videos for you. And as always, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. There's always going to be more crawler videos coming, and share it with your friends, and thank you.